Hey guys, it's nice to see you. I hope you're well today. I've got a straight razor shave for you today with my JW Stutter straight razor. You can see it's going to be a Tabac shave today, and I've got my Ben Vorlich aftershave balm from Bart's Balms, which is a beautiful tobacco scented balm. And the brush today is going to be a vintage Erskine brush. Really nice. It's been re-knotted. I love this little brush, so let's get on with the shave. Now, I have been rehoning my Stutter razor, so I haven't had a chance to test it on my skin, and just in case it all goes a little bit wrong, I have a feather razor for my standby. I do think, certainly at the level I'm at, when I resharpen a razor or hone a razor on the stones, I do feel that I need to test it, and I don't feel I can really tell that it's properly sharpened until I take it to my skin. So this is the first chance I've had to do that. Got a lovely bit of history behind this razor, which I shall tell you of in a moment. But there we go, we shall start with that. I shall just put some water on my face. And of course, I'm going to be face lathering today. I haven't used my Tabac for a little while. I thought I would get it out. I do prefer the scent of the soap rather than the scent of the Tabac aftershave and balm. So as I am trying out the Bart's Balms, this was the perfect opportunity to mix a tobacco balm with a tobacco soap. But Tabac always gives a great lather. And I'll just add one more drop of water to that. And I think we're ready to go. That was a beautiful quick lather. There we are, put the brush there so you can see it. Now my razor, it's quite a beautiful little razor. It says on the blade, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it says Stutter's full hollow special steel. And on the tang, this bit here, it says JW Stutter 268 Bishopsgate City. And maybe you can see them there. On the other side, it says Sheffield hand forged. So I'll just drain the water from my basin. Now let's go glasses up to start with. Yeah, I got it right, guys. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Very pleased with that. Very pleased with that indeed. Let's just get the other side started. There we are, we've started. I'll pull the glasses down and we can continue on our merry way. Now, this razor was sent to me recently by Paul Wozencroft, and Paul went out and came across an antiques fair where there was a gentleman selling a couple of razors, and he had a look thought of me, which is incredibly kind and a nice thing to do, and chose the razor that had the stiffest movement at this pivot point here. So wonderful. And as it's turning out, it's a very, very nice shave indeed. It was made by a cutler's Stutter or Stutters from London, the City of London. And it's quite nice because the address is printed on the tang of the razor, and that dates the razor to a certain shop in Bishopsgate, and that puts the razor as being from between 1920 and 1954. So I've got an exact period of time that this razor was made. And it would have been made at that premises with Sheffield steel. I managed to find out that the company was started by a gentleman called Joel Stutter in the 1820s. In the Bishopsgate area of London, there seems to be one main area that they were based in, and they had a number of addresses in that area. I found a picture online where it showed all the old addresses on one side of the road, and they had signs in saying that due to road widening, and I assume, as it was a very old photo, they were knocking down those old buildings, but the premises were being moved to the other side of the road. So quite an interesting little bit of history. I did get a little bit confused when I emailed Paul. Sheffield steel, not steel from Solingen. Got a bit confused there, but yeah, Sheffield steel. Made in London, and because it's from Bishopsgate, there's an extra little bit of history there for you history boys, because If you're like me, you love this stuff. The Bishop's Gate was apparently the westernmost point, or the easternmost point, would have been the easternmost point, I think, of the wall around London that would have gone back to sort of medieval times. And the Bishop's Gate was literally the name of the gate in the wall to let people in or out of the city during the day. Just inside that boundary line is what is now known, and has been known since that time, as the City of London. And just outside that gate or that boundary line is what is now thought of as the East End of London. So there we are, a little bit of history about the Bishop's Gate. So I've got to say, that razor is really sharp. I've done pretty well on the stones. I have a little chromium oxide on a strop there, and I needed to just touch it up with that. And I can feel down here that that is a really sharp blade now. I've got my two strops there, and it's quite interesting that on one, as I draw the razor over the leather, I'm just trying to think how to put this, guys. It's like it slides over the leather very quickly, very easily. And on the other strop, there's something in the leather that grips the razor and slows it down a little bit. I believe this is what they talk about as being the draw of a strop or certain leathers. But I prefer the slower one, the one that seems to pull the blade onto the strop almost. I didn't know that different leathers had different feels. So that's been quite interesting with both these strops now, to sort of find that out. And I wonder if it's actually the leather or something put on the leather to colour it, or I'm just not sure which it is, because obviously one I've got is black and one is brown, so they're coloured. I wondered if it was to do with that. So if you know and you've got any information, I'd love to know. Now, I've nicked myself down here. That's why I'm sore there. Can you see? I've also got a little bit there. So yeah, I have got this. Very sharp indeedio. And I'm just noticing my leather's disappearing. It's very thin today. put a bit more on this side. And we're going to drop more water on this. Oh guys, that is sore down there. Right, I think that's a bit better. We'll be having some prep on down there in a minute, I promise you. Something with some menthol in it. Now, where were we? That's it, I've got to get that little bit there, otherwise it annoys me and I end up going like that all day. Now I've got to get this. It seems to work best very, very close with the back end, the spine, to my skin. And maybe that's why I've got a little few nicks round here. Perhaps that spine wasn't as close to my skin. You know, it wasn't like that, it was more like that, and perhaps the blade just slightly dug in. Do you know, it's funny guys, I've been shaving with a straight razor for quite a long time now. It's a good couple of years since I made my first straight razor video, which was my very first attempt at a shave with a straight razor. I don't consider myself an expert at all. You know, I still consider myself to be a bit of a beginner with the straight razor, and I kind of measure that in how my face feels after the shave, and it's really quite sore here for the moment. It'll ease off, it's not anything dire, but I think I'll be shaving for many, many years before I consider myself to be accomplished with a straight razor. Oh yeah, there. Right, I'm going to put some of this prep on my neck. I know some of you like this. I think it's great, guys, for exactly things like this. It's got loads of menthol in it, and it really helps with razor burn, I'm finding. So We'll rub some in there where it's a little bit sore. Oh man, up there. Yeah, I've got myself there, no doubt. I think I'll just put a tiniest drop on my finger. Just put that down there. Drop of warm water. There we are, we'll just rub that in over my face and let that do its work. And I perhaps should have dried my face first, shouldn't I? Did it? That's about face. Now we've got this Bart's balm, not used this before, the Ben Vorlich. This is their tobacco-y type scent, and it contains grapefruit, pink pepper, bergamot, leather, tobacco and vetiver notes. And guys, it smells beautiful. It's a really, really pleasant tobacco. I'm definitely getting the tobacco. I'm getting a little bit of the sort of the higher citrus notes. Really, really nice. I think this will go really well with any tobacco or leather scent. And I have some, I have a leather soap, so I must try it with that to see how it works. But I really like this one, guys. The smell is stunning. I've not got enough there, have I? I need more. Just a bit difficult getting it out of the bottle. So there we go, guys. A bit of burn there. That is my Stutter straight razor shave. I had to think before I spoke then. So Paul, thank you very much for thinking about me when you were out at that antiques fair. I've finally got to shave with your razor on video. I like it very much. I think I overworked that edge on the chromium oxide. It seemed a little bit better going into my second pass, and I'm sure now that that'll become a really nice razor to shave with. So thank you, and thank you everybody for joining me today. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. All the very best now. Please subscribe if you haven't. Bye bye now.